You are listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What up, gang? Welcome back. Everybody here at the Party Nerds Podcast. Miles is here, Ralph is here, Jorge's here, I'm here. We have to get into this because, of course, we ran the gauntlet. We went through this entire season, and shout out to everybody that's basically like watching this on IG, Facebook, X right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it to you
on X. All right. Don't ever do that again. But
I'll allow it.
The Invincible finale, for what it's worth. What's up, Andre? Look at him, man.
Yeah,
Andre's ready to go today. Andre ain't taking no shorts.
Man,
no more CP time.
CP time is not for you today.
We are on time.
He probably got done kicking some Facebookers' ass. And
it's
shit
for real.
From the last episode.
Talking shit on Facebook. I met you in the alley. All right.
That motherfucker was meeting everybody in their comments, bro. Wish that nigga would.
Drop me location.
Little no. Yo, Everett's here. What's up, man?
Hey, you look at us on time. There you go.
A lot of people that don't know, Andre is our Black Dynamite that's out there in the world, just basically kicking ass to all Facebook comments that are basically just any type of negativity that's thrown our way.
That motherfucker really be putting out fires, bro.
Shout out to you, Dre.
Like, what you say?
He just be putting out fires on different social media platforms and shit.
I gotta talk about that. Now I'm only beefing with IGN. All right. No, because we got to talk about that because I was going to speak about that, but all right. So one, we're starting, of course, with this Invincible finale, and IGN gave that episode the worst score you ever seen in your life. They give it a 4.
Wait,
which
they
I
gave
thought
what a 4? They gave
the Invincible finale, the Conquest fight, a 4. The entire episode.
The Conquest fight.
Yeah,
stop.
My instant rebuttal. And I told Dre this already because he brought it up to me. My instant rebuttal for this was IGN still exists?
Well,
I thought they expired. Just like the magazines, just like why do we care?
Bro, I thought that was the craziest shit I've ever. And for one, they've been doing reviews of every single episode this season. They gave the one with the Invincible Battle, the Invincible War, which was all the multiversal Invincibles arriving all at the same time. They gave that a 7 and gave this a 4.
Man, that's wild. Yeah.
So
you can have
the title of that episode says an emotionally loaded season ends on Invincible's first outright bad episode.
What are you talking about? So what are you talking about? How does that come up to a bad episode? What are you talking about?
So I'll put it this way. A lot of people have problems with the fact that everything happened so fast, that literally after the conclusion of the Invincible War, Conquest comes flying in as they're fucking just like lifting up rubble off of right after the shit happens. And that happened in the comic book the exact same way. The Invincible War happened like day 1, and then day 2 was literally, what's up, worm? And you know what I'm saying? It's literally Conquest lowering to work. I need to stop. Yes. Stop taking IGN seriously. He said it's like Source Magazine. Their opinion meant something at one time, but they are just trash. Just continue to do your video game reviews. You don't have to touch on anything.
Yeah, really, bro. They really bugging on some bullshit.
Wait,
bro.
There's video games
4.
still?
You want to disrespect the battle with Conquest? A 4.
There's video games still? I thought it was just Call of Duty.
No, it's not just Call of Duty. And besides, I mean,
you got to get on Marvel Rivals, yo.
I'm not. Everybody keeps trying to push me there.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's a no. But either which way, again, there goes my IGN sponsorship.
Oh so to bring this up to speed, so as Conquest, of course, arrives to Earth for the very first time, and a lot of people, of course, that are unfamiliar with the comic did not understand who Conquest was. Anissa, of course, warned Invincible and season 2 that there will be another coming. You have time to basically get everybody up to speed, take over this planet, make everybody your slaves, welcome the Viltrum Empire, and everything will be fine. So what happens when the Conquest shows up? He sees the place destroyed, but he's like he basically did the Rick James. Nice couch, nigga. Mind if I stretch out? We gave you some time.
Yo, facts.
Yeah, he was like, mind if I stretch out real quick? We gave you some time. But you know what I'm saying? You were supposed to handle some business like a while ago, and I'm glad they sent me. Really glad they sent me. You know what I'm saying? So
he said they're still building. Still
he was like, this is supposed to be obliterated right now. Ain't these people supposed to be Ain't these people pets? They're supposed to be walking around. Let me help you out. Man, for one, I mean, at the end of episode 7, Mark basically said, you know what? I've been wanting to punch something as hard as I could all day. And I was like, damn, so you've been holding back against the own Invincibles? Crazy. But yet you feel as though the right thing is, and no, his woman has a broken leg at this time. So she's never fought anybody of Viltrumite power set. And she's in a hospital bed because one of the Invincibles basically just snapped her leg.
Snapped her leg, yeah.
Snapped her leg. That's what he's pissed about. So you notice every time something happens to somebody related to him, his power set just goes like up a ton. Yeah. But Conquest was ready. As a matter of fact, he did not only just want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to basically just mold himself into this.
That motherfucker was the smoke.
Like, please do your worst. He was like, I've been waiting for a battle like this. He was like, remember when he was sitting in the sky? He was like, man, I haven't cut up like this in a long time. And I'm so glad that they got Jeffrey Dean Morgan doing.
Yes, I wanted to say that. I wanted to commend Jeffrey Dean Morgan because it's something about his stardom and just his presence. And it's always like a chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
He was like, I've been waiting to cut up like this for a long time, man. You really doing something to me today.
Jeffrey D. Morgan gives me what Tennessee whiskey is supposed to be.
Yo, facts.
Okay, something smooth.
It's not like overly emotional. It's not overly dramatic or anything like that. It's a real soft tone where he's telling you that he's doing this to you, like some of the fight battles and everything like that. I mean, there's some parts of it to where he's like yelling at him and everything because he's like actually like fighting him. But the actual points, like you got to realize the part where he's holding him down and telling him, I don't have no friends, nigga. Nobody really likes me. They don't even give me a real name. They call me Conquest. He was like, I've done so much damage that other Viltrumites fear me. Nobody likes me. And I have no friends. I'm like, how do you do that to somebody you fighting, bro?
Into a therapist moment.
It's straight up therapist moment. Straight up therapist moment. And the thing is, like, you hear Mark gurgling his own fucking blood while he's telling him this shit. I'm like, bro. But please, if you would. Now, on the comparison of this, because people have been talking about the possibility of, I guess, the animation throughout the season, and that basically they wasted a lot of the good animation for this last episode. Kind of did. It looked.
I mean, not for nothing, it was definitely kind of worth it because, again, in any regular anime that you be watching, you can definitely see where the budget kind of went, right? Or the budget kind of had to lower itself down in order to give you the best, again, fight scene that you can get. So for those that are complaining like, oh, this, it didn't look great, or, you clearly don't know anime. Like, you don't know animation at all. And it's okay to not, but don't trash talk it. Don't hate watch it because that's what it seems like. It seems like we're just hate watching it, and you're like, oh, It doesn't look good. All the animation and this and this and this. It's like, yo, shut up, bro. Shut up and watch it. This is great. He did the Broly. I don't think people really understand.
He did do the Broly.
He gripped Mark's head and went like this through the whole. The
And
Dragon Ball Zero.
Yeah, the meteorite can cave out as he's pushing his head further and further into the joint. Bro, all right. So outside of even that particular point, do you remember in season 2 when they made fun of the fact that they shortcut animation throughout the series? Do you remember that in season 2? Where they said where they basically said they put the panel up here towards his eyes and make it look like somebody's talking so they don't have to do the animation for the lips moving?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or that they'll do a panel that's really far so that you don't, and yet still do the voiceover so you don't see anybody talking. It was like, if you want this as fast as you want it, this is what we do to cut corners so that you get the finales that you need or the good shit.
James, why don't they ask for more money?
To be honest, they probably have a budget.
Or more animators from Japan and put them in the basement.
There you go. Hooray. It's something. I'm telling you.
Somehow I knew that was going to come up.
Just basically threaten you're not going to see your kids for the remainder of the summer.
Well, it's funny because Amazon Prime is run by the second
FU money. That's it. It's all FU money, Amazon.
Yeah. Legit.
So why don't they ask for more money? If they know
really,
how epic Invincible was, they would toss more money. Here you go.
And judging by the dollar currency exchange for the Japanese yen right now, I can imagine what Japanese animators get paid versus what U.S. animators get paid.
Bruh, all that fuck you money. Again, he shot a dildo into the fucking sky. But all of that money can definitely go over there. Now, clearly we know somebody doesn't want all that money to go over there. But for the sake of this animation, for the sake of this show, do it. Threaten them. They don't need to see daylight, okay? Bane was merely a man before he seen the daylight. Remember that.
This is true. Haas, what you think of the fight, man?
One of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. My life. It was, I mean, Conquest is so menacing. And it was like, I almost felt like he was getting off. Like he's whispering in the motherfucker's ear. Like he's like really, really, like I when he whispered in his ear, I thought he was going to say, "Yeah, you're making my shit hard right now."
Hey,
like
yo.
I thought it was that intimate with him. Like
I'm
that's how.
own blood,
like,
man.
God damn, you like this shit way too much.
He licked the blood.
Way too much.
He licked the blood. He said,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this motherfucker was erotic. He was getting turned on by the fight. There was a point where I thought we lost Eve.
And that's exactly all right. I'll say this about that particular sequence in the comics. Mm-hmm. So as soon as Eve entered the fight in the comics, he died immediately. Like it was like he turned around, he saw her and gave her the little fucking Ginsu hand from death.
Yeah. So they gave her a fighting chance in the show.
And he definitely fucking like it's
he broke everything she had.
This whole shit was gone.
Yeah, that was rough. When that happened, I was like, "Oh, snap.
Bro!" He broke all of her defenses down,
mm-hmm.
and then broke the hurt.
I feel like the show gave her like a decent fucking fight. Like she she fought real good until she didn't.
Dog, so I thought we lost her, bro. Like, and this is for me from not reading the comics. So I'm glad I didn't read the comics because I generally thought I was like, God damn, what we gonna do with this show if she's gone? Like, I don't like
maybe a dark mark. I was hoping I was like, let's get a dark mark.
You do remember that she's done the whole reincarnation before. That happened in the Adam Eve special.
I know, and I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about like, God damn, he fucked her all the way up.
It's kind of
all the way up,
like,
unrecognizable,
bro. Robert Kirkman basically looked at that Gwen Stacy moment from the Spider-Man comics, was like, man, fuck all that. I'll show y'all some real shit. Hold on,
hold my beer.
Hold my beer. It was like,
we're not gonna have blood come out the nose on this one.
It was like,
her
you
face
think Gwen just snapping her neck. All is just gonna be enough, bro. I'm about to impale this bitch,
bro. Conquest. As he said too, like that's his thing. Like he goes, he takes over. He's This is his job. His job
yeah.
is to fuck people up.
I go
And
from
remember,
planet to planet.
Planets
bro.
up, to take over planets.
He
has no friends.
care.
He told you he has no friends. Nobody wants to fuck with him. Everybody's scared of him. This is what he does. So he gets off by fucking people up, bro.
I told him to send me. I told him I wanted to come. Nobody wanted to come to your stank ass planet.
Conquest is on a different tier of of not giving a fuck and enjoying what he does. Shit that he did to Oliver that's seared into my head.
Oh my god!
Because
Oliver goes full speed at him. I totally forgot about this shit. If he slaps him like a fucking basketball,
he stretched this little boy out.
He's like, I'm gonna Candyman this. I'm gonna stretch this little thing. Hold up, man.
Yo, but
Biggs.
Y'all seen all the motherfucking innocent people that got killed? Kids getting torn apart because Conquest is kicking Invincible's ass.
Well, you saw what Conquest was saying to him. He was like, "Oh man, don't surrender now." He was like, "Wait." He was like, "I gotta give you some more motivation real quick." And starts looking at all the people, and I was like, "Oh my god." He's like,
I'm telling y'all, man, he was getting off on the fight, bro. I swore he came like a couple times during the fight, bro. Like this shit really. I'm being real with y'all, man. He enjoys it too much. Ralph, you just said he was licking the blood, bro. Like who does that in the middle of the fight, bro?
Don't surrender, baby. I'm almost there.
Like he was licking Eve's blood. Like he did one of those and started licking her blood, bro.
He gave her the Dave Chappelle from Blue Street. The hot.
Yo, facts. Yes. Yo, he was way too into that fight, bro. For all the wrong reasons.
It was like, show him the move.
I think Conquest. Nah, but he had to be like my favorite villain so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's for real. That's the thing that really pisses me off once again with IGN and allowing these critics or reviewers and again people who are really irrelevant at this point to just have such of a larger premise to just hate watch it, and it just creates more hate watching afterwards. Like, was this Invincible series a little bit more faster paced? One, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, I felt like things were very like, It was a lot, but isn't that what we technically want? Though we don't want to sit there and kind of be like bored and then like, shit, I gotta wait for the next one. Because then, at that point, you might as well put it on Crunchyroll. Like I said, I know what to expect.
Remember, it might have been last week we was talking about it. And Ralph, you wasn't here last week, but we were talking about how people just want action
the whole time.
Some people, they don't understand. They just want action the whole time. I feel like this episode
was action the entire time.
The whole time.
We're saying there's no story. I'm like,
this wasn't a story. This shit was a domination by one man.
That's right. A very horny, violent man.
A horny, violent man that took out countless lives.
He has
for
bloodlust.
No goddamn reason.
Absolutely.
None. And that's the thing.
Prepare yourself.
Go ahead. And that's the thing. Like
Invincible got his ass thoroughly kicked.
Yeah.
Which we're also tired of.
Like he won the fight and he got his ass thoroughly kicked.
Thoroughly kicked.
Word.
He won the fight because he had to get mad enough that he seen his mutilated. I'm being kind with this. Mutilated girlfriend.
Woman. Yeah.
Yes. Mutilated. Unrecognizable. It took
her jaw was over there.
Yeah.
Her intestines were down there.
Yeah. And
she
her blood. Her blood was being consumed by Conquest.
Barbecue.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, so Ralphie, like I was saying, like we were talking about how some people want action all the time, and you can't really get that in the show. But this episode,
oh my god,
lots of action.
But that's
Lots
where
of it,
it
and
that's where
deservingly
it
so.
brings people into the aspect of animation or anime altogether. Like you're gonna get episodes where it's just completely dull, and then you're gonna have people who are like, "Oh, this is nothing." Then we finally get to like again the climax of
And you're
what
like,
it is, and you're
your
just like
ears
this.
perk
But
up. It's like,
and
shit.
that's what throws my mind, where it's like this is exactly what it was supposed to lead up with. You gave
Exactly.
there's
And the thing
2
is,
episodes.
bro, and this is the crazy shit about this thing. All right, so he's fought a couple Viltrumites. You could say he fought his dad, Omni-Man, and you could say that he fought all those Invincibles, and then 3 times he fought Conquest. He's not even the worst one. So we're not there yet. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying? And so I'll get back to this damn
So
review.
he's fighting Raditz right now.
What's that?
He's fighting Raditz.
At this
Like
point, that's
No.
basically what it's. That sounds like it.
Yo, and he said, y'all, Andre said, y'all noticed this nigga Nolan and the rest of the Guardians didn't show up till after Conquest was dead. They just looked at him from the hills. They was like
Krillin and the rest of the.
yeah, they like, yeah, I ain't jumping in that.
You got it. You go ahead. You got it.
So IGN says this: the arrival of the elderly one-armed Viltrumite warrior Conquest. Elderly, damn, that's fucked up. At a time when Mark is caught once again between killing or not, sets the stage for a moral dilemma that never arrives, but whose conclusion is presented as though it were antagonized over for 40 minutes. So they were basically saying that because we had no knowledge of who Conquest was before he arrived on Earth, that this whole episode is nonsense. That's their point. When you have to understand from the comic and from the show, Anissa let him know that somebody else is arriving. He didn't say who, or she didn't say who, or she didn't say exactly who was coming, or better yet, what's to come. She just said another one of us is going to come. That's it. So those of us that have read the comic book series knew who was coming. And that pretty much put out the point of what that him showing up at the end of episode 7 was going to be. And at the entire, for one, I thought the Conquest fight was going to be like cliffhanger and then go into like season 3.
What you thought?
I really thought that was going to happen. I thought it was going to be prolonged, and it was going to be a Dragon Ball Z moment, them stuck in the sky. And
Tune
then
in next time.
Tune in next time.
You know why that I'm glad that didn't happen, because that was basically the end of the last episode.
It was
like, yeah, that was the end of the last episode. We
Yes.
don't need that again.
Yep,
like
it's true.
I'm glad we had a conclusion to that storyline as far as Conquest is concerned.
Which I'm still upset about. Both me and Dre are upset about, by the way.
But that dirty motherfucker has his head,
bro.
Has his head.
No. It's not even just his head. That's his whole body in there. His head,
his whole body. His whole body. It's like he has a contraption that his head's sticking out from his body.
This is the dumbest move you will ever see in Invincible. The dumbest shit. So what he did was he measured Omni-Man's fight power from the first fight and said that the best way I can conceal this guy is 400 tons of metal force. Have you never met a Viltrumite in your life? Ever? So he's going, like, literally, he's waiting for him to heal.
Which is wild to me, because again, it's like, why do you, like, what in your thought process, what in your mind, why do you consistently
Cecil is the dumbest
you can
contain
this level of power?
He wants to study everything.
Did
you see what he was doing with the other Viltrumites, the other Invincibles that died? He's turning them into reanimate.
Like, why does he consistently put himself in a position to compromise the Earth? And he thinks he's doing good. That's the thing that really blows my mind, is he consistently thinks he's doing good, when clearly you are just making the situation worse.
No. He literally said, yeah, we're gonna get as much information out of, like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. How do you even sit there? How do you even sit there and believe
you did?
Oh yeah, when he comes to, he's just gonna give you all the information because you guys think you have him trapped.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
the most dangerous man
that's ever arrived
outside
on Earth.
planet Earth,
Outside of Omni-Man that's ever arrived on Earth. Now you want to study a Viltrumite? He's going to tell
exactly,
us.
bro.
He's not going to tell you
The
shit.
one
Dre,
who thrives off of killing and we just talked about it.
It's like
That's the
Dre
one you
told
have.
me.
Cecil
Dre
was
had
the
to give
narrative.
me a whole bunch of evidence and validate this,
Bro.
and I just had to go and research it. But no, for real, we got to really say this out loud.
I think
He is elite of stupidity.
Yo, if Cecil was listening to the fight rather than just watching it, if he would have listened to Conquest, he was like, I can't lock this motherfucker up. No way.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
If anything, he should have been like, damn, I thought Invincible finished the job. Let's finish it right now.
Let's finish it right now. Just start plugging away.
That's what I'm saying.
Because his face mutilated, all that, just ripped that damn head apart.
Rip it apart.
Just
Rip it
let
apart.
him die.
That's it. Let him die. Let him die. Let them shrivel light up and die.
Mark told him to get rid of the body.
I can't wait to see the fuck up in the next season.
Mark told him to get rid of the body. He gotta snap his neck. At this point, I'm tired of Mark getting his ass beat. Number one. Number two, I'm tired of Mark just being a softie. You gotta snap Cecil's neck at this point.
I have to tell you that there's so many spins that happen within this comic book about the shit that's going to start to happen to Cecil, the shit that's going to basically start happening with Battle Beast, which we saw floating in space amongst.
Oh yeah.
Body
he did end up getting frozen.
Yo,
eventually
he killed a Viltrumite.
He did.
Ripped him apart, ripped him to shreds, and then just curled up in a ball and went into a hyper sleep. Like,
right. My boy just chilling.
And then when they pulled him onto the ship, he was like, "More." That's another motherfucker like Conquest that loves this shit.
That man, he's a man.
Oh God, killing a Viltrumite. Give me some more of them Viltrumites, bro.
My boy,
do you have any more of them fucking Viltrumites? That fight was amazing. I was floating in space, and with this motherfucker, I was breaking every limb on him. I finally got his stomach out of his body, right? And I went into his body cavity and I pulled his heart out and flipped it out. Oh God, you would be in amazement. It was so good. Y'all need to give me some more than Viltrumite. That was amazing.
Yo, to everybody watching out there, because IGN fucked this shit up. Put it in the comments. Let's get your scores on the episode. What y'all think? I just want to know because I damn sure didn't watch it 4 the other day at all. Not even for a little bit.
I damn sure didn't watch 4.
That shit was fantastic. That's the type of violence I live for.
That was a 9. Like Eve
Battle Beast is the Black Tims.
That's a Black Tims. The Conquest is Black. Like, to be honest, like
facts.
You would think that, like, okay, Conquest and Battle Beast would look like a great battle, but that's not the battle that you're actually going to see. So I will tell you this, just for spoiler concerns, there is going to be one more Conquest Invincible battle.
God damn, bro! You should have never said that.
Okay.
Sorry. So
I know now,
I mean, it's kind of like inevitable. Like
it's inevitable.
Like I get it.
I defeated you. You were dead, but yet he wasn't. I wonder how dumbass Cecil
is going to be
because Cecil. Well, who's he going to be pissed at?
Oh, Cecil, of course. That's what I'm saying. I wonder how pissed he's going to be.
Fucking tell you, bro.
Snap his neck. At that point, you just gotta snap his neck.
Yeah, you gotta Henry Cavill that thing, bro. Like
at that point,
they were like, "You saw what I went through just fucking defeating this guy, right? And you took him to some underground lair and put 400 tons of steel over him, thinking that was just gonna be cool.
That's it. That's it.
And now, if he gets off of Earth, he gonna tell everybody that I fucked him up.
Everybody,
because." The ending of that fight begins the Invincible War. I mean, the Viltrumite War. So the Invincible War happened, the Conquest fight happens, and then the Viltrumite War happens. And when the Viltrumite War happens, it's like, there's only 50 of them, but you know how powerful each of them is. So if you bring all of them at one time,
it's over.
Right.
It's over.
So that's basically what it is, bro. I'm telling you. It's this storyline, just this comic book is so fucking nuts. And as a matter of fact, there's so many other things that are going to happen. I mean, it didn't.
Thanos is coming.
No. And the thing is, the Thanos ain't Conquest when he gets back into full strength. It's another motherfucker. It's the Grand Regent of the Viltrum Empire himself. He is coming.
He's worse than Conquest.
Thrag is worse than Conquest. Grand Admiral Thrag is way worse than Conquest. So bad.
Wait, was that the one on the ship, or are you talking about the one that was?
They haven't even shown him. They have not shown.
They're gonna need a full Guardians team for that.
Yo, the Guardians team?
It needs to be Guardians Endgame,
not the Guardians.
Well, then
the Guardians Endgame.
It's gonna be the Guardians. You got Mark. It's gonna be the Omni-Man. It's gonna be Oliver, and it's gonna be Adam. Right?
Bro,
like
it needs to be Endgame.
Do you remember that they're literally just in episode 7? The Guardians of the Globe took on multiple Invincibles and they got mollywopped.
I know they got their ass
whooped.
I mean, they would rip apart
everything.
Literally.
Immortal.
Lost Rex.
Yeah, one more time. Immortal. Head off again. Somebody get this man's head off his body.
Bro, his head went off twice this season. Like
twice
a future version of him. The future version of him got his head popped off. And then just like an episode later, the present day Immortal got his head ripped off.
Bro, I'm telling you, when Grand Admiral Thrag is not even here yet. So if you remember at the end of season, what was it, season 2? Where we basically went to the Thraxan planet and they picked up Nolan. You met General Craig. Dude with the weird wonky ass eye, the dude that just fucking snuffed the shit out of Mark and was like, "Wow, we're coming to Earth in 30 days, nigga." Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna come back. Lucian's gonna come back. Anissa's gonna come back, and then they gotta go tell Thrag exactly all this shit that happened. They're gonna realize that Conquest, who is their most scariest motherfucking warrior, has been gone for God knows how long. But like, yo, what's taking him so long to get home? It usually only take him like a day. What's happening? It is safer to live in Gotham than the Invincible universe. This is what we say about like Superman's rogue empire. Why would you want to live in Metropolis with this motherfucker hanging around? Like if they really wanted to get active, versus this is Gotham.
Yeah, this is literally like Metropolis being under attack by General Zod and his whole army, like
whole army every day, like Brainiac, Zod,
they're just
Doomsday is all these motherfuckers just come.
They're just like, you know what?
Let's all get down there. Let's all go down.
End this right now.
It's like I figure if we all just get together and all jump this motherfucker at the same time, this should work, right?
Yeah, it's just him and his cousin.
That's it.
Let's get him.
The girl,
there's so many of us.
One of y'all could take the girl. I heard he had a kid. The kid got powers. We could take the kid.
Yeah, and get the dog too.
Get the dog too. That bitch ass dog. Who puts a cape on a dog?
Leave the dog alone. The dog
Which one of y'all put it? Who put a cape on the dog?
Leave the dog alone.
Crypto, take me home.
It was like, what happened to you? Clark, what happened to you, man?
Home. Take me home.
They whooped your ass in space?
Crypto.
Oh man. But
this season
was fire though. Season was fire. A lot of violence.
Tag IGN and tell them I told you that they're rated fucking blue donkey dick.
Yeah.
But if y'all got scores, put the scores down, man.
Put the scores down as well.
We're not rocking with that IGN shit.
Yeah, the gentleman that you got beef with is Siddhant Adlaka.
Who?
Okay.
Sid Adlaka.
Is that an intern?
I don't know if it's an intern, but that's a review for that episode.
That sounds like a brother that's about to get fired. He's about to get let go real soon. Keep playing. That's a brother that's on his way out.
So, of course, within the same week, we watched that Invincible finale, and then we watched episode 3 of Daredevil Born Again, or better yet, as we like to call it, Dum Dum Dum. Law and Order MCU. Yo, the whole Daredevil episode was a fucking episode of Law and Order.
It
But it was
was
great.
Dick-
It was
Dick Wolf
It was
broke
like Law and Order with a special appearance by Perry Mason, bro.
straight up.
That's how it was.
Now, Matlock. Y'all were too young for that.
I was about to, Jorge, I was about to spit my green tea, bro.
Y'all were too young for that. Yeah.
Said Matlock.
Mellow.
Oh.
What you don't seem to see, Mr. Murdoch, is that a couple people seen you around in this little red costume of yours, eh?
Oh my God.
Fucking Matlock. He said, I heard Bob Smurf was going to make an appearance. What? He says SBU never had an ending like that. No, they did not.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Never
Right,
had
no,
an
they
ending
didn't.
like that. That is
Right.
No, they didn't. Somebody
did not.
frame the Punisher, bro.
so. Of course, what is it? Hector Ayala is on trial.
Yeah, Hector gone, bro.
So for the most part, I mean, the biggest thing is that I think that he did not want his identity to be revealed. So of all the people to pull this card,
the blind motherfucker that keeps tries to keep his identity under wraps.
This mask yours. This belongs to you.
Yo,
He don't even know what the goddamn mask look like, and he has the nerve to blow this nigga spot up.
Yeah, I think this shit got stripes. You wear this? God.
Fucking holes in it. Hold on.
Yo, this is dark, right?
They lucky I wasn't playing. If I was playing Matt Murdock, we would have had outtakes. Like I'd have been pointing at the wall and shit. Like, is this yours? Like, cut.
This
I'd have been blind.
I'm over here.
Like,
What?
Y'all
Now put that take in the show. Put the take in the show. They need to believe that he's
He
blind.
pulled that shit out of a sack.
Oh,
terrible.
They were like, so you saying the other times that you felt like you were doing the right thing? Well, this mask belongs to somebody that's doing good in the neighborhood. Anybody?
unbelievable, bro.
And it Hector's like, motherfucker, God.
Yeah,
But you obviously, if you watch the episode, you obviously understood why it led to that decision.
but it led to his death. It
did
literally led to his.
It led
death.
to his death. So
But it immortalized him.
that got him out of jail. That mask reveal and what he does for the neighborhood is what got him out of jail. But it ultimately led to his death.
To his death.
I mean,
It got him killed, Ralphie.
Eventually,
It got him killed.
It was
got
eventually.
him killed.
Again, y'all can't be running around here thinking like, "Oh, you got a mess that's not gonna work." Like, of course, people are gonna come after you. You done messed up my money, or you did this to my homeboy, whatever the case would be. Like, at the end of the day, Matt Murdock did what he needed to do, which was, "I'm gonna get you out of jail."
I mean, he always says that he's a really
he got
good
him out of
lawyer.
life.
Yeah, he did get him out of jail. He said he's a really good lawyer. He was like, I can get you out of this, but what you do outside of here, none of my motherfucking
That's on you.
business. That's
why all of his cases are pro bono. That's why all his cases are pro bono, because you can't be guaranteed what happens afterwards. You can't be guaranteed what happens afterwards.
I bet you Matthew's ass got paid, his blind ass. I bet you got paid.
He definitely got paid.
Yo, facts. Remember in House Party 3 when they had the 3 blind rappers and he had the money and he was like, "Oh,
Hold up. This is a whole different president. That's the wrong president. He tried to give him $1. He's like, George Washington.
That's Matt Murdock, bro.
My
He's like,
man,
nah,
Benjamin
I need my
Franklin.
whole payment.
Again, this is somebody who cannot see, is visually impaired, listening to us like this, and this is really just want to let y'all know.
Look, if we have anybody visually impaired out there, I apologize, but that
ain't me, baby.
Well, if they visually impaired, they're not watching anyway. So who? Like,
oh my god!
Oh, my bad.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Again, it was not me, baby. I didn't say nothing. Oh my God. Somebody help him.
Oh my God, yo, come on.
Oh. Hey, yo.
I got no words.
Hey, yo, y'all. Hey. Praise God. Praise God.
Get out.
Praise God.
Okay.
Praise God. We're all blessed to
But
be here.
we are. And
For sure.
look, Kingpin said from jump that he was like going to hunt down mass vigilantes. He felt like they were a curse onto this goddamn city. He said, Jorge, your mic is on mute. You should have been laughing, yo. You should have been laughing, but you couldn't hear him laughing. He said, we need a commercial break.
We need a commercial break? Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, no. See, that's just goddamn wrong.
It's just terrible.
Ultimately, you know, this is now I knew it was coming. It was going to come at some fucking point. But like Kingpin basically said, he's got a war against mass vigilantes and basically how they operate in New York City, and he was going to put an end to it. So him finding, as soon as he found out homeboy was getting out of jail, he was like, "Give me that reporter, that journalist that you like, BB, get her in here real quick. I'm gonna write me a story." So what is like and to be honest, that's kind of like present day type shit. What do I gotta spin a story the right way for people to look at mass vigilantes in the aura that I see them? So and he's like, I'm not going to a newspaper. They're going to fucking just be a little bit more skewed towards the direction of editorial journalism. I'm gonna go towards a blogger that puts shit on YouTube, bro. Because
he's connected.
She wants his content so she can get her fucking subscribers up and her views up. So I'm gonna get her to do the story for me, all exclusive that she can put on the internet, and I'm gonna get this nigga shot. And that's basically what happened.
And blame it on the Punisher.
And you see, this is the one thing that's going to happen. It's going to get so rich. Episode 2 already showcased that cops had tattoos of the
Punisher
shit on their fucking. So the thing is, they're already going to move in with that narrative of how cops nowadays be wearing fucking Punisher gear because Frank Castle was an ex-cop. But if they really read the fucking comics, Frank don't like cops at all.
Don't fuck with the boys.
So when you got all these cops that are basically out there and they're all rocking all this Punisher gear, and then a crime happens, and then maybe there was somebody that was there on the scene, an eyewitness that saw somebody wearing a skull-like bulletproof vest walking away from the scene. Ultimately, all eyes and all voices point to Frank Castle. And then Frank is going to have to stand up for himself. And you know, if I remember correctly, you remember when they put Frank Castle on the stand in Daredevil, and it's like a meme. He was like, he was like, yeah, I killed him, and I like it. I'll do it again. I'll shoot him right now. If he was still alive, I'll fucking shoot him. Yo, it's going to come to a point where somebody's going to put a microphone in front of Frank Castle's mouth, and he's going to say what he really feels about law enforcement to cops live on air. That dude, he's just going to fucking. It's going to happen. He said, "Didn't that white dude from the jiu-jitsu gym in Texas tell me that the show was good because there were no woke influences?" Oh God. I'm sure he did, Andre. And but wait, because when that whole narrative gets exposed, that dude from the jiu-jitsu gym gonna have a different perspective. He's gonna be like, I thought the Punisher was one of us. I thought he was one of our guys.
Also, quick mention, shout out to one of Party Nerds' own being in the cast of that episode, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Liza.
Liza had a special she got shot like right in the front. I was watching it. I was like, you what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Great performance.
You know what I'm saying?
Took one for the team.
She was sitting there. I was like looking like a Law and Order extra. I liked it. I was like, okay. I hope I hope they don't use the new logo because of that. You know what I think, Mark? If they use the new logo, they'll use it on and to be honest, what they've been putting as the tattoos on all the cops. Punisher's going to come with the real deal shit. Not that the new logo from like Marvel Comics, because that should look crazy. They look like swashbucklers or something like that.
Yeah,
that look kind of nuts. But ultimately, the end of this episode leading to White Tiger's death, and I think of course we talked about it last week. The main character from Daredevil Born Again, actually the guy that played Hector Ayala, actually passed away in real life. Yeah. So like he did those first 3 episodes, and ultimately he passed on. So now the storyline is going to shift without White Tiger out of the way, and then Kingpin's going to go on probably like some press conference or social media outlet detailing what he really thinks about mass vigilantes. And then you got somebody like Punisher that don't wear a mask. Like,
I'm about that action.
They're like, I'm about that action, and you gonna see my face, bro. Let's be real for a second. I wear this bulletproof vest for real. Send all these cops in here wearing my shit. You look, it is what it is. It's gonna be a real the next few episodes leading. I don't know if it's gonna happen next episode to where they lead the Frank Castle, but I think so.
I will definitely say that Born Again has lived up to its potential. Especially after that last. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. I gave it with the first 2 episodes. I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I wasn't here last week to give my little premise not because of the show, but because there's a cinematography aspect that I just do not really like with Marvel Disney versus how it was with Marvel Netflix. There was a grit that was there.
You know what it is? It's episodic. Everything is its own episode.
Which I'm starting to see, and again I've started to evaluate, but then once this episode kind of dropped, and again this gave me a oh shit moment at the very end. Like I yelled that out in my own part. I was like, oh,
I didn't expect that at all.
I did not expect it at all.
I'm thinking he's going to go back to crime fighting. I didn't expect that.
This is what I was impressed about shocking. All last year. It was writing. The writing, the script will make anything just overcast everything. Long story short, that script is beautiful, and it is a 10 because it was just perfect writing, and that's what you guys need. I don't even need a movie at this point. Just give me
keep it like this.
Keep it like this.
Keep it like this.
Keep it like this.
I don't want movies.
We can do Lost seasons at this point. You can give me how Lost is like what 9 seasons, 10 seasons. You know what I'm talking about. Long story short, give me good quality TV like this. I don't need to spend money to go to.
It's Mellow. I hope you like Sex in the City. If you're saying it's as good as Sex in the City, because I like it.
Wait, talk about Mellow. What did Mellow say? Wait,
he said it's as good as Sex in the City.
Oh,
Mellow.
Well, all right.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, okay.
Daredevil's as good as Sex in the City.
Cool.
I'm gonna make sure I tell my wife that, babe.
But listen,
Daredevil's good as Sex in the City.
All we need, as far as movies, they just need to come out with Avenger films, Spider-Man films, X-Men films, Fantastic Four films. That's all they need to come out with. Everything else can be a one-shot or episodic series.
And Punisher is going to be a one-shot.
So that's all you need. You need some shows to get us familiar with some other characters, but stop wasting the budget on these little to known, these not so popular characters because people are a little tired of the simple Marvel movie now, right? So you gotta use Spider-Man because he's your most popular character. You need X-Men because they're the hottest item. People are waiting on it. Fantastic Four, people are waiting on it. And the Avengers as a whole is a hot commodity. So that's all you have to do. You literally, there's nothing else. You don't have to do Thor no more.
You don't have to do. Care. He said, "I want a Blue Marvel movie."
I mean, one shot. Probably.
If they did a one shot on Blue Marvel, that would be flames. I'm sorry.
Because so here's my thing, and yeah, I would love to see like a Blue Marvel movie. It's just not going to work because of how the response.
There's only a few of us that know about it.
Yeah.
don't know
So
about
the way the films are working right now, we're not getting a response. Like we should have been got a to me, we should have been got a Shang-Chi.
Two, absolutely.
Yes,
And we
I
didn't
don't
get
know
that.
what we
And it's
like,
so far.
Yeah, Andre.
It's so far gone that we don't even need a sequel now. Like at this point, it's just like, give me an update on what's going on.
It's dust in the wind.
And
yeah,
it's too many properties. Like they have too many properties they want to make films off of, and it's just like you're watering everything down. Just stick with the main characters and give us one shots in some episodes.
Yeah.
You could do, and look, they could do Disney Plus movies.
They can.
They could do Disney Plus movies. Like it doesn't have to be the theater.
no,
like,
Mark, you gotta let Blade
Yeah,
go.
yeah. To
Let
be
it
honest,
go.
at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
I'm
Blade,
gonna
you
tell
gotta
you
give up
like
Blade.
we
Blade
gotta,
is not.
we
I
gotta
wish.
we're ripping the
there's no
Band-Aid
need
for you.
and it's no need
It's
for it.
it's not happening.
I
There's
wish.
not enough. There's not enough character. Like first of all,
Need
it needed to
Wesley.
be with Wesley Snipes.
Gotta be Wesley.
It got to
We
be
already-
Wesley.
We talked about this. Mahershala Ali has been in 0 action films.
Yeah,
If you count Alita Blood Angel in there, he had not one fight
Yeah.
scene. So he's had no fight
Wes-
scenes in his life.
exactly. Wesley Snipes was one of the best martial artist actors this side of the Mississippi.
Top action stars of the 90s and the 2000s.
Period. So
Action just fits
to ask of a Blade to live
Demolition.
up to that standard, like you had to get somebody that can fill those shoes.
Rising
So
Sun.
it had to be him. It had to be Wesley.
be
But
Wesley.
he's too old, and
He's
we
too
just
old.
seen Wesley. He's old, so you can't put a whole movie on old Wesley Snipes, and we're not going to put it on Ali. So he's just going to be a side character that pops in and out like a whole bunch.
I am not accepting it.
Mark,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to help you. I'm your
sorry.
boy.
It's just not going to
I'm
work
your
out.
boy.
A one shot. They could do a one shot.
Your boy.
Get the
It's
response off the one shot.
over.
I honestly don't think we needed. Like, I honestly don't think we needed a Moonlight show. We could have got a one shot. Like, not to say I wasn't entertained by it, but we didn't need it. We could have condensed it.
Simon Phoenix.
Like, so there's plenty. There's just too many characters, and they got to focus on the ones
They got a lot of characters.
Yeah, it's too much, and they got
That would be dope.
happy, and it's just like
He's too
to the
old as well
characters,
too.
He's older as shit. But I would be dope.
you know what? He's older, but he's still in shape.
He's still in
He's
shape.
still in
He's
shape, and he still looks young.
advanced. Mhm.
But to ask him, if anything, he should be Luke Cage.
He could be Luke Cage.
Why can't we get? Why can't we get?
No, I'm just saying. I don't want to change. I don't want to change Michael
Blake.
Coulter.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if Michael J. White was the come on, like
give me him as
he'd
Spawn
have been a
again.
good Luke Cage.
Bring him as Spawn.
It's kind of like
One shot for Spawn. How about that?
It's kind of like, you know, I always talk about, like, with Craven. I always like Yuri Boyka. What's his name? Scott Adams,
Mhm.
the action star. I always liked him if he wanted to be like fucking Craven, but they picked somebody that was already some other character into doing
who does not fit the description.
does not fit the description. You know what I'm saying? So
I put that movie on to go to sleep the other night.
I'm sure you did.
and-
You didn't
Yeah.
do Eternals?
That's sleep of your life. Stop.
That's a good one, bro. That was a good one. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
You was watching Deviants being killed by the Macabre
Ralphie
at
Cook.
full speed.
Ralphie cooking. That was good.
That's-
But no, I put that on. I put that on, bro. And it's just like the little bit that I watch, I just get it just gets worse and worse. I guess like it's just a really just bad.
It's on my top picks on Netflix, and like I was
Don't
laughing
you
at
dare.
how fast it hit.
Why would Netflix do that to you
Well,
or,
it-
or anybody else?
it's
Here's your
pick.
top pick. Yeah,
It is.
so you just lie to us now, Netflix. That's what you just flat out lie. You raise prices, and now you're just gonna lie.
And this is #1 in your top 10 in the United States of movies.
Lies,
watched. Even
lies. I will never forgive Netflix for putting Madden Web
No
as
way.
number one.
No way.
Oh, this is the number one Madden movie. You better stop.
Sony.
Yeah, bro.
Stop.
Who's lying? All right, Jorge, what's up with these comments?
Let's
All right,
get to it.
yeah.
I heard they were talking shit on Invincible.
Yeah, we'll see.
Talk that.
They did.
Wait,
What?
where's Dre at? Dre,
He
get
said,
ready.
"What was the Conquest
Yo.
Battle the best you've seen in Invincible. All right, that scene right there where fucking Eve came back to life and fucking just burnt the skin off of homeboy.
Yes,
God
I
almighty.
loved it.
Because my man was like, "Huh? What you do to me, bitch?"
Instagram first. Here we go.
Get it.
Andre, by the way, I want y'all to know that IG.com gave Invincible season 3 a 4 out of 10. That review reminded me of a Kanye quote. Look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of Gaga's on, but what the fuck she know about cameras? He talking about the fucking video games. He said, bruh, I think it is the best fight because we haven't seen Battle Beast give anybody the business yet. Conquest for sure has given Mark generational trauma after that ass whipping.
That ass whooping was equivalent to when Omni-Man fought him. Like that was
but
was
he
kind
got
of
his
like
ass beat by. I mean, still, yeah. To be honest, if you whisper sweet nothings in my ear after while you're beating my ass, there's something wrong with you, bro.
Yeah, bro. I told you his shit was poking at Invincible when he was telling him that.
He was like, yo, what the fuck on my leg, bro? Stop it.
like on Ace Ventura, your gun is digging into my hip.
That ain't my gun. Mark was given a solid scrap down with just one leg and one head, even before Eve stripped Conquest bare. Yeah, I gotta give him that because he broke his shit. Remember when he punched fucking Conquest?
Oh my god, his hand
arm
was
was just like here.
He had to fight with one arm,
and his thigh got broke. Remember,
thigh got broke as well too.
Yeah, the inside of his thigh. The inside
Conquest chopped his femur, and you know your thigh bone is fucking tough. So he just was like,
yeah. Here we go.
He said Jeffrey Dean Morgan sounds leaner than a barrel chest Conquest.
What did I tell you?
Too youthful too. I think he could have pulled it off though if he slowed his cadence and maybe let his voice slip a little deeper. Nah, man, I think he was.
He was
right on.
He was perfect.
On the point
he was
right
perfect.
There.
We're not
questioning
old any
barrel
part of his
whiskey.
performance.
Okay?
He was perfect.
Old barrel whiskey.
Here we go.
Was perfect.
He was like, oh no, don't surrender now, baby. All these people that were saying Jeffrey Dean Morgan didn't fit Conquest. Don't switch now because he did a
word.
Job. There you go.
There you go. I've been telling for the rest.
Good
they
job.
Understand it.
Hooray.
They don't understand it.
Hit it. Doesn't suit him. What? Tripping. Hit it. The voice doesn't fit the character design very well at all. Also, why did they leave his stutter in the final take? YouTube editors could have fixed that before uploaded to me. Put the Porky Pig on the front.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Even gets the point for the Porky Pig. That's a good.
Stop the cap.
You got
it. All right. So I got to give him credit because that's like a good callback because Porky Pig has a horrible stutter.
He does. But stop the cap. It's not.
He said, I don't mean to be that guy, but it felt more intense in the comics. Panel by panel, probably because of the details and how terrifying Conquest was portrayed there. Love the series though. Bro, he shook the earth.
William, not for nothing. Again, the mangas and comics, you're gonna get so much more versus how it's supposed to be animated out there. But I thought they did a damn good job. Enough for us to sit there and say that these animators will never see next year.
Not even that. I was like, okay, to point it out how terrifying Conquest was. How about Mark turning into feral Invincible and fucking headbutting the lights out of fucking Conquest? It was
like, that was everything.
I was like,
everything.
Like basically, I got a broken arm. I can't do really anything with my left hand. I'm gonna just headbutt this nigga to death.
Yeah, and I loved it. Every headbutt. Loved every headbutt.
Right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Whoa. Terrible voice acting for Conquest.
Go ahead, Facts. Good luck.
He said terrible voice acting for Conquest. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a talented actor, but voice acting for Conquest and Invincible is poorly executed and completely mismatched with the character. Conquest is a brutal, seasoned Viltrumite warrior who demands a voice that exudes authority, coldness, and sheer menace. You didn't feel that? However, JDM's delivery is too warm and lacks the ruthless, bloodthirsty edge that defines Conquest in the comics. His performance feels flat, as if he were merely reading lines rather than embodying the character. In intense battle scenes where Conquest should sound ecstatic and terrifying, His voice lacks the necessary energy and aggression, making the character feel far less intimidating compared to the other Viltrumites in Invincible, like Omni-Man, J.K. Simmons. JDM's voice lacks weight and distinction, failing to leave a lasting impression. Fans had high expectations for Conquest, envisioning a more powerful and menacing voice, possibly from an experienced voice actor known for villain roles. Instead, JDM's portrayal feels underwhelming and uninspired. His performance ultimately diminishes Conquest's presence and makes him feel less formidable. A different actor with a more commanding and savage tone would have done far greater justice to the character.
I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my hand because you gave me a fucking thesis of why JDM just couldn't do it and why JDM just couldn't fit the role and why JDM was probably not the most formidable character. But not once out of your whole fucking thesis did you say who would be one, because you don't have one, right? So then why does it have to get to this certain extent that you need to build a fucking book for you to just sit there and just trash talk somebody when you don't have nobody on a list? So as far as I'm just concerned, Keenan, you are equivalent to the IG. What if you could have given anything? But as far as I'm concerned, you're equivalent to the IGN. You have nothing. You had no context to it. It was just nothing but you using ChatGPT to build this all out to tell me nothing. I got nothing out of that.
Yo, Haas, read this shit.
What?
He said, yo, go back to that. Go back to Andre. He said, that nigga got a degree in Yaponomics.
No, I'm being super serious. Like it was just like I'm like, bro, no,
expand, ChatGPT, expand on this one time.
So as far as I'm concerned, Keaton, I hate to devalue you as a person, but your whole thing meant absolutely nothing because you have nobody that you could have put on there. As far as I'm concerned, Jeffrey D. Morgan did what he needed to do. He did the best character voice. It was definitely menacing to me, and especially you gave somebody who had, again, smooth as whiskey voice, beating the shit and having no remorse to anybody around him, especially a kid. So, yeah, I don't see how anybody
try to turn Oliver into Laffy Taffy. Yeah. He hate watched it and wrote a paragraph. What's the next one, Horror Head? God, hopefully it ain't a thesis.
Thank you.
Andre about
my boy.
Hold on.
That's my boy.
I was expecting Conquest voice to be more raspy and deep. Damn, what is there something going on in y'all minds that people can't sound a different way if they're being?
What voice did they expect them?
I don't know what they were
looking for.
AI generated.
But this is the thing.
They all have mustaches. So is everybody supposed to sound the same? Because they're not.
No,
and they have mustaches and they look a certain way. So what voice are you looking for?
If you're a villain, you have to sound a certain way. Is that what everybody's saying? Like you can't sound like how he sounded with a whisper and a tone that basically he constructed. You know, there were serial killers with like light ass fucking voices, right?
Yeah. You know, Dwayne The Rock Johnson was also a villain as well too, and nobody said anything to him because you know why? He's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Can't say anything bad on him, can you? So as far as I'm concerned, Jeffrey D. Morgan's in that same boat.
I can say a lot bad about Dwayne.
I mean, we can say a lot about The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
We might have to dedicate a whole show,
whole podcast.
Well, you should, first of all, Ralphie, I don't know why you rocking with The Rock because he almost took down our franchise.
I will never forgive him.
With Hobbs and Shaw?
I would never forgive him for that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so why are we
franchise is almost done?
Toward the franchise,
that was the only time that I stepped back and I was like, "Go ahead, Rock, do your thing."
No,
it's like this man is yapping shit. Go ahead, fight Vin Diesel. If he talking shit, beat his ass.
See, he almost sabotaged the whole franchise. We'd have never been.
Spin-off movies now.
Go ahead. No,
I want to do my own Fast and the Furious movie, man.
In Hawaii,
and I'm taking Jason Statham with me.
Yeah, like he literally sabotaged the franchise. We're lucky they survived.
Again with this shit. The actors they choose, the voice characters on this show is spot on, but I don't like JDM as Conquest. His voice sounds too weak for a character like that. All right, bro. Have you ever heard Mike Tyson speak? Does he look like somebody that does he sound like somebody that will knock you the fuck out? No. But what does he do? He knocks motherfuckers out.
He'll beat the shit out of you.
Mr. Tyson, I'm not. That's him saying that, not the rest of us.
Yeah, word. Nope. That's not me.
I'm just saying. Yo, imagine if
That
Conquest,
light-skinned
if
brother.
Conquest, no,
Up there.
if
That one up
Conquest-
there.
if Conquest sounded like Mike Tyson, would that scare you? Probably not. But
Again,
I'm not.
we didn't say that.
Right there.
That's
So if you
that other brother.
if you end up going to HQ and you see him,
Word. Talk to that brother.
That one right there.
Talk to him.
he said they wanted Conquest to sound like Macho Man Randy Savage. What you see here, brother?
Yeah.
The take over Earth and this whole place.
And I'll snap it to a Slim Jim.
you know, Invincible. Me
You gotta do a vignette.
were talking the other day, and it looks like you were talking about Elizabeth, and I'm not having it. And if you're hanging out with that snake Hogan, I'm
And he's
here
got a cut
to
promo.
kick your ass.
That's it.
Cut
Like,
promo the whole.
And
Okay.
you're not seeing the big picture, Mark. Fucking crazy. They wanted fucking Conquest to sound like Macho Man and shit. Now you got this pink bitch fighting me on the side, huh? Now
Oh yeah, you see, Invincible. I killed your bitch right in front of you because I'm
Almost
Macho
stretched out
Man
your
Randy.
brother.
I mean, I'm Conquest.
Christian Bale Batman.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
your brother was 3'6", now he's 4'7". I can't.
You know Mean Gene.
Who's this purple little nigga fighting me? What else we got?
That's it.
That's it.
Oh my god.
All right. So
Just Facebook hating.
yeah,
We'll
right.
see you motherfuckers next week on WWE.
Invincible.
Ooh, yeah.
Just bring back Macho
Tell
Man.
Elizabeth to call me. We need to reconcile things. That Snake Hogan wanted my wife.
Yeah.
He should have said to Mark, I got you in here for 3 minutes.
Spider-Man. I got you for 3 minutes.
Oh my god. All right. So for everybody here at the Party Nerd,
What we got next week? What we got next week?
We're gonna be talking more Daredevil Born Again.
Daredevil.
That's gonna be happening. Episode 4, more than likely, we're probably gonna get Punisher in that issue. So we will be talking about that wholeheartedly. So see you guys next week. Party Nerds go.
Go.
Party